Stampers, Gainer again. Oh, sorry about this chair. It's really noisy. I'm playing with my new stamp set. I love this. Mary Patterns. It is adorable. I have been waiting to play with this for ages. And I know I've done one card, but I'm just about to do another one. And this is it. Look how sweet this is. 'Tis the season. Merry Christmas. These lovely little sprigs and our lovely candles. And I've pinched the idea of putting some DSP in there. And this is really thin designer series paper. It's a Merry Music. You get 20 sheets of that, and half in black and half in white. And I sponged around the outside just gently, but I might do it a little bit more today. And just put 'Tis the Season inside as well. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to make this. Yay! You are going to need your Whisper White card base at, well, it's just half a sheet of A4, which is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and we're going to fold this in half. A piece of a designer series paper, whichever side you want for the inside, 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. This beautiful card that was sent to me by Audrey, absolutely beautiful, my darling. And as you noticed, I used it on the other card. This is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and this designer series paper is from Holiday Christmas Around the World, and this one is 3.5 by 5 5/8. So it's going to line our paper. You're going to need a piece of Whisper White, which is 3 by 3. This is where it's going underneath this paper after we've cut the circle out for our 'Tis the Season to be stamped on. This I'm using for the inside to go here, and I'm going to sponge it so it just layers on the inside of my card. How sweet. And then we've got some scraps because of the candles and the sprigs. So I'm going to fold this beautiful card in half right now. In fact, I'm going to score it today. I'm going to be scoring at 4 1/8 because I'm using thick Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to do it a couple of times. Fold that, make sure the ends come together. And before it moves, this trimmer does. That's why I like to fold it in half. Oh, I tell you what. Hush. And then I'm going to manipulate that. That's better. That's better. Right. I am going to line my inner piece of paper while I'm here. I'm going to fit this just inside there. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So while I've got my red dauber out, I'm just going to sponge the edges. I should have done it on there as well, really, but I never thought till after. But it's still going to look nice. I'm going to do the other side as well, just in case we make a boo-boo on. And then we've got both sides prepared. I think that's why it didn't look so much on the other one. I think I must have made a boo-boo and turned it over. That's why you could only just barely see any red. So if I sponge both sides, fingers crossed, I don't make two boo-boobs. And there we have it. And I haven't even had to ink that. That's from last time I used it. So this is going to go... Oh, that looks so cute. and then we can write our message in there. So let's get some ink out. I'm going to use my 'Tis the Season just for the inside of the card at the moment, because when I cut my circle I need to see where it's. I'm going to draw a line round. Perfect, that's perfect. So now I can attach this to my inner card. Looks pretty straight to me. So there's the inside of our card prepped. I'm going to make sure I've got no ink on my fingers. There. And we can attach our red piece now as well. I love this card. Thank you, Audrey Shaw. That was absolutely fantastic of you. I love, love, love it. And I've got some ideas for your cards, my darling. All the different colours. I'm going to be cutting out some baubles with them, and oh, I'm going to be making some lovely cards with them as well. So, making sure this has got a lovely little border all the way around. I glued it in last night on the other card, because I made this card last night. But it was late. And I used Tombow, and I think I've just done that better. So, this is going to get layered on here after. But first of all, we're cutting, I think this is, it's 3 inch by 3 inch, the circle. 3 inches in diameter, should I say. So I've got to line this up and cut this hole through my paper. So I'm going to bring up the big shot. That heavy, 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 heavy big shot. So doesn't do my back any favours. God, that's heavy. For me anyway, I'm a weakling. So I am using my magnetic plate, so I can manoeuvre this now. Making sure I've got more or less the same distance either side. Looks pretty cool to me. Let me just check my card. Come up a fraction. There we have it. And I'm going to send this through. I always come back because I can't work from that side. I can only work from this side. There we have it. And you can save this for another project. Absolutely fabulous. So yeah, that looks pretty even to me. So I'm just going to pop this back down. Oh, oof. Now I can fetch in my cardstock. This is what we're going to be stamping on. So what I did yesterday, I got a little pencil and I drew half a circle and then top and bottom, just lightly, so I can keep my sentiment in the center. So let's pop this. Excuse me a moment. Oh, I do apologise about that. That's my husband. So I've drew the lines, as you can see. I'm just inking up my sentiment, and I'm going to try. You will not get it all in. You will get this stamp on, but you probably, I'm going to pull it down so I don't get my head in the shot. Just try and get as much of it in as possible, because your sentiment is going to be covered up with this. So we need to pop this on. But I'm going to move those stamp lines, pencil lines now. And then while I'm out, I've got a little piece of card, and this measures about 5/8 of an inch, and it's just so I can stamp my Merry Christmas ready for the front. And I'm popping this in the centre so I can flag the ends or keep them straight, it depends. So that's the black out the way for now. Lovely. Right, I'm going to get rid of these pencil lines now. I like funky designs. A little bit more ink, pencil ink. Pencil ink, what do I like? Right, now we're going to fetch this gorgeous Real Red ink. I love, love, love this colour. And we're going to stamp the centre of our... And I used this yesterday, and as you can see, before I started dabbling in it, dunking it in my ink again, I get my stamps as clean as a whistle. Right, I'm just going to pop this down while I stamp this. I don't want you to see my head. And this does dry a little bit paler once. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm going to set that to one side to dry. And I'm going to fetch in my scrap of paper. Oh, I do need the black again, just for my candles. Down they go. And we're going to fussy cut this out. So that might take up a little bit of time, but right, now my candles for I'm using Real Red and Pool Party, which I absolutely adore. So you're going to line these up into your candle. Oh, lovely. 2 seconds I'll be. And I'll show you at the end how clean I get them. They are photopolymer, so I'm going to fetch my Pool Party in. They really do stain with reds and pinks and some of the browns. But I think I've shown you in the past, I use Domestos spray. And I've been doing it for 18 months. Well, I've been doing it for the past year. And my stamps always come up lovely. Once the stain, though, they stained, you have to more or less do it straight away. Look at those beautiful candles. And now, look at me singing, bless. Another little piece of scrap now. And I'm using Garden Green. Just to show you these beautiful sprigs. Absolutely stunning. And you need 5 in total of those, but I've already cut some out. Otherwise we'd be here for about an hour. Because I'm not the best fussy cutter at all. So I have already prepared my 5. You're just going to follow around and you're going to end up with your 5 little sprigs. Just like that. But I am going to show you now how you cut out the candles. Well, I'll not show you how to do it. Everybody knows how to do it and just got to do it because I haven't got any for this card. I sound a bit hoarse today. My throat is a little dry, even though I've just had a coffee. But hey ho, as they say. I can't do that manoeuvring with the scissors. I just can't cut full stop. There we go, that's that little bit. And I think the candles were a lot easier to cut out than me trying to just explain how you cut them out. And the only thing is I can't do with all the little bits. So I'm trying my bestest. And like I say, I'm not the best in the world. You can get really fussy if you want. Cut these little bits off. Ugh. See, I'm all fingers. My fingers are too fat for my scissors. Oh, I think they are anyway. I'm just going to basically cut just the shape of the candles out, really. Oh, see, I think I brewed my card and I bent it, but I haven't. I don't think I have anyway. But they will straighten back up. And the pool party and the red together. Oh, love that colour combination. Love it, love it, love it. So there's my candles. Don't worry about the flames yet. I'm going to use my markers for that. So that's my bit of fussy cutting out. Look how pretty that was going to look once it sits behind there. And the candles on there. Pretty. I'm putting this on dimensionals. Perfect. And a couple up here. These are just the drag ends off the sides. We don't waste anything of our dimensionals, those girls. Right, I am going to pop some adhesive now, and I'm using fast fuse. Just gently around the circle. That's if I don't rip the paper, because my fingers are sticking to it. It's just so I can stick that white card, and it will help me to adhere it down anyway. So, here goes. I need to lay that down. Get my 'Tis the Season. Just pick that up like that now. And it's still sticky on the back. But that's good, because we're now going to stick it down to our card front. I'm all fingers today. Again, I'm using fast fuse because this isn't going to come off anywhere. Pitching my lovely card with this beautiful red. And you want to keep the same distance either side, right to the very top. Just let it lay down. Perfect. Right, now I am gonna flag my ends just a little bit. We're also going to pop this on dimensionals as well. Oh, let me check the time. Oh, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Use up some of these. Pop another one in the centre. I'm going to determine now where I'm going to pop our Merry Christmas, because I need to make way for some of those sprigs. And I'm going to try and get that in the centre. Lovely. And now I'm going to tap my candles. So cute. I love this set so much. And I'm going to pop that right about there. Oh, isn't that looking lush? I get too excited. Right, now my sprigs. Some I'm going to leave flat-ish, if you know what I mean. No, I'm not. I'm going to put dimensionals. I might keep the tails on. Some of them, I might have to take them off on others. So I'm just popping one little dimensional on the back of each one. Let me stab myself with that then. Quite fierce I am. Urgh. So last one. I'd say 5 would be plenty. You could go for 6 or 7. It's entirely up to you, but I think 5 is plenty. So I'm going to take the backs off and do it one at a time and lay these underneath like that, and then just build around. You may even get away with 3. It's entirely up to you, but I want to fill those gaps. See, I think now that's going to be a bit too long, so I'm going to snip that end off because nobody's going to see it under here. And again on this one, just building up these sprigs. Oh, you don't want to colour up like I just did. Merry Christmas. Right there now, because we need to see the sentiment. That's better. And this one. And maybe even this one is going to get cut back here. I can just slide that. I don't want to hide that Christmas. There, I'm just going to stick it on there. Perfect. Lovely, gently. La 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 la. I've lost the plot, I have, sorry. I do apologise. I'm using my blends. I'm using the pale Daffodil Delight for my yellow flame. Isn't that perfect? Perhaps I could have left that side till last and then pulled it down. And I'm using the lightest of the pumpkin pie just to add a little dot of colour where the actual wick is. It always burns a different colour at the wick. So it looks a little bit more realistic. Isn't that just the gorgeousest thing? Now I'm coming in with my Wink of Stella. Go add some glitz. Oops. And I'm going to sparkle up the flames. Love it. That's sweet. Take that colour off. And I'm going to go down the pale pool party on the candles, and I'm going to add a bit of glitz to there. I'd love to do it to the red, but it would smear the colour. Isn't that pretty? And I'm just going, I don't care that it smears these, I like it. Just going to add some glitz to my sprigs. Love it. I love the way you can just about make out your sentiment. It's fabulous. Stunning. I love this card. Absolutely love it. I'm singing again, and I can't sing to save my life. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Now, just a few little rhinestones. I'm going to pop one here, and then either side of, oh, I left it behind. Either side of my Merry Christmas, and that's your 3, which is perfect, I think. Love it. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, I know what I'm doing. And I did it on the other one. I went over the darkest bits of my sign, not where the holly was, just on the thick bits. Lovely. Love it, love it, love it. Just adds a bit more sparkle. And then clean off my nib. And there you go. There's my card. This is the one I made yesterday. And this is the one we've just made together. And look at the sponge. Thank you for this idea. And my head is gone again. Rosalind, you have really, really popped. Well, there's a couple of the ladies I've seen that comments have said, wow, I'm going to be using designer series paper inside and out. This would make a perfect card opening that way as well. But yeah, I'm loving them. Thank you very much for your wonderful idea with the DSP. A thumbs up and a share would be amazing. And if you want to press the subscribe button in the corner, there's a little bell that'll appear after. You press that and it will notify you of all future up and coming videos. So thanks for watching and thanks for stopping by. Until next time, bye.